This is your 420 Radio News for Thursday, February 13th, 2014, brought to you by the National Cannabis Coalition. I'm Russ Belville. Italy court overturns law equating cannabis with heroin from BBC News Europe. Italy's constitutional court has overturned a law that tripled sentences for selling, cultivating, and possessing cannabis, declaring it illegitimate. Prison rights group Antigone say the law has caused prison overcrowding, with 40% of all inmates serving sentences for drug crimes. It could affect some 10,000 people who may be released from jail as a result. The law went into effect in 2006 under the conservative government led by then Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi. According to official data cited by Reuters news agency, around 62,000 detainees are held in cells built for fewer than 48,000. Under the stricter drugs law, lighter drugs such as cannabis and hashish were classified as equal in legal terms to Class A drugs, cocaine, and heroin. This increased the sentences for the cultivation, sale, and trafficking of cannabis from 2 to 6 years to 6 to 20 years. Following the court's ruling, the previous drug law giving reduced sentences automatically takes effect. A pair of proposals concerning medical and recreational marijuana have been amended and moved forward in the Oregon legislature. Senate Bill 1533 was a bill intended to give local governments the ability to ban medical marijuana dispensaries that were legalized last year and begin operation on March 3rd. Senator Floyd Przansky amended the bill to allow localities only the ability to regulate the time, manner, and location of dispensaries, which are already prohibited within 1,000 feet of a school or each other, but not the ability to ban. Senator Przansky argued that, quote, cities and counties have never had that authority to preempt a medicine that is authorized within the state, end quote. SB 1533 now heads to the Senate floor. Meanwhile, Senate Bill 1556, a bill that directs the legislature to put recreational legalization before the voters in November, was passed out of committee, but amended down from 8 ounces and 4 plants to 6 ounces and 3 plants, and now heads to the Rules Committee. Supporters of marijuana legalization in Oklahoma rallied at the capital of one of the most anti-weed states in America. The Oklahoman reports that hundreds of people gathered for speeches on the Capitol steps and filled hearing rooms and the Senate gallery in support of Senate Bill 2116, which would legalize limited possession and cultivation of marijuana. Senate Bill 902 is also alive. It would introduce medical marijuana to Oklahoma through the State Board of Medical Licensure and Supervision. Both bills are authored by Senator Constance Johnson, who said legalization would take power away from drug dealers and private interests. She said, quote, we're paying more to private prisons. A lot of special interests have their hands in this pot, and I'm thinking that's the basis for a lot of the resistance to change in policies, Johnson said. Too many people are making money off of prohibition, and in my mind, too many Oklahomans are losing families, end quote. Insurance brokers reach out to Marijuana Inc. from CBS Money Watch. Greenpoint Insurance Advisors, a Colorado-based company that provides business insurance not only to medical marijuana stores, dispensaries, and growers, but also to ancillary companies, says in a statement on its website that, quote, the standard insurance carriers such as State Farm, Farmers, Travelers, etc. don't typically provide coverage for this unique industry, end quote. These insurers are also trying to advise those looking to profit indirectly from the cannabis boom, such as owners of buildings and structures who rent to marijuana businesses. All too often, landlords will lease space to a cultivator, dispensary, or infused product manufacturer, and then at renewal time, their policy is canceled, warns CanAssure, another insurer that serves the marijuana industry. Quote, we have the ability to insure your property and avoid the cancellation process, end quote. Headed to Boston, marijuana firm admits errors from the Boston Globe. A medical marijuana business planning to open in Boston's Back Bay provided false information to state regulators in its license application, erroneously claiming to have support from state legislators and the district's city councilor. In addition, Boston City Councilor Stephen J. Murray told the Boston Globe Tuesday that he felt he was manipulated into writing a letter on behalf of Good Chemistry of Massachusetts application by the company's consultant, who said he didn't disclose to Murphy the planned location of the dispensary. Dispensaries had to demonstrate local support or at least a lack of opposition to win one of the 20 medical marijuana licenses awarded late last month by the State Department of Public Health. This has been your 420 Radio News for Thursday, February 13th, 2014. I'm Russ Belville. Transcripts of 420 Radio News are available exclusively at the National Cannabis Coalition. Visit ncc420.com to download today. When we come back, we'll go behind the headlines and actually have a radical rant on an op-ed that appeared in today's New York Times about CBD and epileptic children. You're listening to The Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org. We'll be right back.